once that Toyota, it's in front of that Tacoma. Oh my goodness! Like you gonna be paying a pretty penny.
I get this all day, every day. Everybody wants a Tacoma till it's time to see a Tacoma price. So I'm going to show you this Tacoma and what it costs at an auction. So this is a 2021 Toyota Tacoma with 44,000 miles. Everybody wants a nice Tacoma with good miles, right? Look how beautiful this is. It's a good looking truck, right? I don't understand why people want Tacomas. It's the TRD Sport. Very basic inside. Tacomas are very basic. And this is not a four-wheel drive, right? Good looking truck. It's got a nice red to it. Tires less than 100 miles. It's mint. It's definitely mint. Beautiful. It's got the V6 motor in it. It's a good looking truck, right? What do you think it cost? This truck at a dealer only auction will probably bring $32,000. $32,000 plus fees. You're in it for 33.5. You get it to your lot. It needs no recon. You post it. What are you going to post it for? $35,999. This is a $35,000 retail truck. There's no such thing as a cheap Tacoma. In my personal opinion, the only time you buy a Toyota Tacoma or Tundra is new because they hold their value so well. When you're buying it used, for that you buy it new, papa.
Welcome back to the channel. I'm telling you, Tacomas, right? That's the Toyota brand. We love them. I love them. They're getting crazy in prices. He said it well. At that point, just buy a new Tacoma because it's that crazy. Like, think about it. 5, 10 plus years ago, those are trucks, mid-sized trucks you could just buy for like what, 25K, brand new, 0 miles or less than 50 miles, brand new truck, running smooth, the value lasts really long. But now in 2025, even the Tacoma that is in from 2023, 2022, even 2021 is still selling at the low 30s or high 30s with high mileage on it. Not extremely high, but we talking about 30K plus miles on it and still selling at 30K in money, right? In dollars. So that just speaks volume, right? So if you are here looking for a cheap Tacoma, got some bad news to tell you. You're gonna keep looking because at this point you're gonna probably have to buy one over 100 miles, right? And still having to pay like, let's just say 20K for one. That's how ridiculous it is in 2025. And I'm talking about an old Tacoma too. So let's jump into the comments, not wasting no time. Uh, you see, I just finished talking about it. Look, the first comment was like 150K mile Tacomas go for like 18K. There's no jokes. It is true facts. It's crazy. That's what I'm saying. Jay was like, there's no such thing as a cheap Tacoma. 100%. Wow. Look at this one right here. Somebody was like, I got a 2017 60K miles for 25 last December. $25,000 at 60K miles, right? I know it, right? Tacoma's gonna last. The Toyota brands, they're gonna make it to almost 300,000 miles. Yes, correct. But it's just the fact that those type of trucks you could have buy 10, 15 years ago, so cheap, it's becoming so expensive because of the value, right? And all the rest of the politics stuff that's going on. Let's just see this one right here. Say I got a 2016 4x4 TRD Sport, 99K in Hawaii for 29.5 out the door. Worth every penny. Yes, but that's ridiculous. That's very, very expensive. Wow. Sheesh. Let's see. Let's see. We got one more. One more. Let's do it. Let's do it. And 23 been the truck. Yeah, people will always say like Tacomas will last a long time, right? A 32 for RWD is crazy. That's insane, man. Like there's people paying probably damn near 40K or over 40K for a Tacoma. The new brand has problems with transmissions and there's new problems. They take out the V6. People love that power. If you have a mid-sized truck, you want to pull a few things. Of course, if you have a four-cylinder engine, you don't pull nothing, you want to save on gas. Yes, correct, right? You good for that. But if you somebody who love that power when it comes to trucks, they eliminated that V6 engine, right? So it's crazy and it's crazy expensive. But with that being said, let's jump into the next video. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Toyota cannot sell the new Tacomas. The new Toyota Tacoma is experiencing slower sales because of a combination of a lot of different factors. That has to do with like high prices, increased competition, potential issues with the new engines and transmissions, and it is definitely showing on the dealership lots. The new Tacoma sales are down by about 17.9% for the year, according to a report from January of 2025. The new Tacomas, particularly the TRD Pro trim, is definitely being perceived as too expensive, and some dealerships are even reportedly charging over the MSRP on top of that. And a lot of people just feel like the price doesn't justify the features or the performance, especially compared to some of the competitors now. Then on top of that, Toyota changed the engine for the new Tacomas, where it is technically more powerful. It's not as fuel efficient as the previous V6, and a lot of people don't seem to like that. But let me know what you think of this whole situation. Do you think the Tacoma is still worth it despite all of the things that people are saying about it? What do you think is the real reason people aren't buying it like they used to?
And there you have it. It is overpriced. You have transmission issues, quality issues, because now, things are a little different with all the politics and stuff. So it's not being made where it's quality work being put into those trucks, right? So now you have people paying all that money for them, and it's a basic truck. Yes, some people love the basics because it's reliable, right? It's like, do you want all the fancy gadgets or all the bells and whistles, or you want something that gonna last almost 300,000 miles, right? So that's always the big question that you have to ask yourself when you're in the market for a mid-sized truck. But the thing about it is like the new Tacomas don't have that V6. I might have missaid this previously earlier in this video, saying it might be more powerful than the new ones they have now, right? The new engine with a turbo included in there. But everyone loved that V6, right? Because you're not dealing with that turbo, because after a while you have to change that out, right? So you just paying a whole bunch of money for a basic truck that's only keep going up every year in value, right? It's like the time that you need to go buy it, it goes up again when you like need a new truck. So it's like, I matter of fact, just go 10, 15 years ago and buy a truck then and I'll be satisfied, right? Like a Toyota Tacoma at that point, because the market sucks. It's not in favor of the customers. It's in favor of the banks and then also the dealership that getting all them deals off of you and ripping you off with those high interest rates. Something too that people don't talk about. When you buying those expensive trucks, those Tacomas, the Toyota Tacomas, people don't even consider the car insurance that you have to pay on top of that monthly payment if you're not paying full in cash, right? So even at the previous video that I talked about with the guy, he went to the auction. He was kind of talking about it. It still was over 30K for a used truck, right? It's like even at an auction, like it's not getting lower. You're not getting no deals. Once that Toyota, it's in front of that Tacoma. Oh my goodness! Like you gonna be paying a pretty penny. So people are now going into the Nissan Frontiers instead, little Ford Rangers, little trucks like that, right? Other mid-sized trucks, even Chevy trucks that people are now getting into. So with that being said, let's jump into the comments. Oh yeah, somebody said it too. Overpriced, quality issues, plus very tough competition to GM, Colorado, Canyon, Ford Rangers, Raptors, and Nissan Frontier Pro 4X. Because those Nissan, they can basically give you everything and even more for a lower price. So people are like, why am I gonna pay for that Toyota Tacoma when I can get something just as good and something even better when it comes to the gadget stuff if it's something that you care about. The price is awful. Yep, it's the 60K price. Duh, yes, 100%. It's overpriced. Somebody said I'll keep my V6 2006 Toyota Tacoma. True statement. Yeah, for the price, the engine, the back seat, nope. Because you don't have a lot of back seat room. Because of course it's a mid-sized truck. It's not a full-size truck, and it's not good when you have tall people and taking around a group of people. It don't become comfortable after a while. So Animal was like 4-cylinder turbo, no thank you. Bring back the V6. Yep, somebody said Nissan Frontier is way better. A lot of people keep saying the V6. Nissan 4 doors, 28K. You know what I'm saying? Versus the four-door Tacoma, 36K. So it's definitely a huge, huge difference when it comes to money, while getting almost the same quality or even better quality for a less expensive truck that could potentially, run up there to over 200K in miles, or get closer to that 200K in miles. So if it's something you're thinking about versus the Toyota Tacoma, you can definitely look into the Nissan Frontier. Yeah, everyone's saying it's just too expensive. There you have it. If you're trying to buy a Toyota Tacoma in 2025, please save your money, or if you have that type of money, go ahead, pay it off right then and there with cash, or drop a whole lot of money. Just know you're gonna be paying in the high 20s for a high mileage truck, or even in the 30s or high 30s, probably sometimes even in the 40s if it comes down to it, with all the extra stuff they add to it depending on what dealership you go to. So people, stop getting ripped off by them dealerships. They are never your friend. They are your enemy, right? So keep that in mind. Save your money. Use your money for something else if it's more valuable to you at the moment. So if you enjoy this type of video, hit the subscribe button, like for more, leave a comment, right? Drop a comment so we can, have a conversation down there if we need to. But if anything else, stay blessed up there. Peace.